Come to daddy.
I'm here.
Come to daddy.
I'm in your country.
Come
I'm
to
in your
daddy.
town. I'm here in your gym,
You
man.
came to see me. You don't want to fight though.
Hey, abuse.
You don't
Now
want to
abuse.
fight, bro.
You abusing your
You don't want to fight.
application.
Jake Paul gets called out and accepts the fight.
आपको पता है ये कौन है? ये है जैक पॉल। मैं हूँ नीरज गोयत और मैं हूँ इंडिया का बेस्ट प्रोफेशनल बॉक्सर और मैं जैक पॉल को चैलेंज करता हूँ एक बॉक्सिंग फाइट के लिए। यो यूट्यूबर का बड़ा बॉक्सर बना अंडा।
Jake Paul was recently involved in a clash with Indian pro boxer Neeraj Goyat in the streets of Puerto Rico. The American YouTuber turned pro boxer found himself Paul of using a translator app and abusing him. Now this all seems pre-planned by Goyat because just last month, the Indian boxer called out Paul and challenged him to fight. We have all the details regarding this clash and more in this video, so make sure to stick around and watch this one right till the end. Now, many of you may not be aware of Neeraj Goyat because he doesn't have a name outside India. He, however, is a more experienced boxer than Jake Paul, having been a pro boxer for nearly a decade. Goyat is a prominent figure in Indian boxing, known for his significant contributions to the sport and his remarkable achievements both in amateur and professional boxing. Born on November 11, 1991, in Bhaini, Amirpur, Haryana, India, Goyat has carved out a niche for himself in the boxing world, showcasing his skills and determination in numerous bouts that have earned him recognition and respect on both national and international platforms. Neeraj Goyat's journey into the world of boxing began with his amateur career, where he laid the foundation for his future successes. During his time as an amateur, Goyat demonstrated exceptional skill and prowess, representing India in various international competitions. His amateur career set the stage for his transition into professional boxing, providing him with the experience and confidence needed to compete at higher levels. As an amateur, Goyat hasn't achieved anything of note with a sole bronze medal during the pre-Olympic qualifiers held in Venezuela in 2016. Goyat's transition from amateur to professional boxing marked a significant milestone in his career. He made his professional debut in 2011, embarking on a journey that would see him face off against some of the best fighters in the welterweight category. Over the years, Goyat has compiled an impressive record, showcasing his ability to compete with top-tier talent. As of the latest update, Neeraj Goyat has fought numerous professional bouts, accumulating an April 2, 18 record that reflects his skill and tenacity in the ring. His professional record of 24 fights and 18 wins, 8 of these wins via knockout, 4 losses, and 2 draws, stands as a testament to his hard work, dedication, and the strategic approach he brings to each fight. Goyat's style is characterized by his agility, precision, and ability to read his opponents, qualities that have served him well throughout his career. One of the highlights of Goyat's career was his bout against the Canadian boxer Sukhdeep Singh in 2015, where he won the WBC Asian title. This victory was a significant achievement, as it not only earned him a prestigious title, but also marked him as a serious contender on the international stage. Goyat's ability to compete against experienced fighters and emerge victorious has earned him accolades and recognition, including the WBC Asia Boxer of the Year award. Another notable moment in Goyat's career was his scheduled fight against the British-Pakistani boxer Amir Khan in 2019. Although the bout was highly anticipated, it was unfortunately cancelled due to Goyat sustaining injuries in a car accident. This incident was a setback for Goyat, but it also highlighted the risks and uncertainties associated with the sport of boxing. Beyond his achievements in the ring, Neeraj Goyat has played a crucial role in promoting boxing in India. His success has inspired many young athletes in the country to take up boxing and pursue it professionally. Goyat's journey from a small town in Haryana to becoming a recognized name in international boxing serves as a motivational story for aspiring boxers across India and beyond. Now, speaking of Jake Paul, Neeraj Goyat has shown interest in this fight for some time. Last month, the boxing world witnessed a significant call-out that stirred considerable interest among fans and fighters alike.
Jake Paul gets called out and accepts the fight.
आपको पता है ये कौन है? ये है जैक पॉल, मैं हूं नीरज गोयत और मैं हूं इंडिया का बेस्ट प्रोफेशनल बॉक्सर और मैं जैक पॉल को चैलेंज करता हूं एक बॉक्सिंग फाइट के लिए। यो यूट्यूबर गाना बड़ा बॉक्सर बना अंडा।
The Indian professional boxer, known for his skill and tenacity inside the ring, made headlines when he publicly challenged Jake Paul, the American YouTuber turned boxer, to a fight. This call-out is particularly noteworthy, as Goyat has been out of action for several months, and his return to the ring is eagerly anticipated by his supporters and boxing enthusiasts in India. Goyat, who has built a commendable career in professional boxing with his impressive technique and fighting spirit, has been on a hiatus, taking time away from the ring for personal and professional reasons. However, his desire to return to action has been brewing, and it seems he has set his sights on a new challenge that could potentially reignite his career and provide an exciting spectacle for boxing fans. The challenge to Jake Paul is not just a call to the ring, it's a statement of Goyat's readiness to take on high-profile bouts and prove his mettle against unconventional opponents. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has become a polarizing figure in the boxing community. Transitioning from a career in social media to professional boxing, Paul has faced criticism and skepticism from managed to secure victories against some notable opponents, raising his profile and proving his seriousness about the sport. A potential fight against Neeraj Goyat would help him gain fame in India, a country with well over 1 billion people. Although it would be an insignificant fight, it would help him build a market in a new country. The call-out by Goyat was made through a video message, which quickly gained traction on social media platforms and among boxing news outlets. In the video, Goyat expressed his eagerness to step back into the ring and identified Jake Paul as the ideal opponent to mark his return. This challenge is not just about personal ambition, it's a strategic move by Goyat to position himself in a high-profile fight that would draw global attention and potentially elevate his career to new heights. For Neeraj Goyat, the call-out to Jake Paul is more than just a fight proposal. It's a declaration of his intent to return to boxing with a bang. After months away from fight action, Goyat is looking for a challenge that will not only test his skills, but also reignite interest in his career. A bout against Jake Paul, with his massive following and media presence, would provide the perfect platform for Goyat to showcase his talent and make a statement in the boxing world. While Paul failed to respond to Goyat's call-out, the Indian boxer decided to take the matter into his own hands as he decided to go face-to-face with the YouTuber and influencer. Goyat was recently in Puerto Rico where he and Paul were scheduled to meet. The two engaged in a dramatic face-to-face encounter on the streets of Puerto Rico recently and challenged each other. The 32-year-old Goyat accused Paul of using a translator application to abuse him in a regional Indian language. This accusation seemed to have struck a nerve, leading to an intense face-off that soon turned physical. The footage of their clash, now widely circulated, highlights the raw intensity and unpredictability that both fighters brought to the streets that day. Jake Paul, I'm the man of my word. I'm here. I'm in your country. I'm here in your town. I'm here in your gym, man. Now abuse. You are using a translation application, and you are abusing in Indian language. Now abuse, declared Goyat.
And you abusing in Indian language? Now abuse.
Listen, brother, you can't handle a little shit talk? Your
Blah,
feelings
blah,
are
blah.
hurt?
I don't understand.
Your feelings are hurt? Did I
No.
hurt your feelings?
No, you hurt.
A bemused Paul continued mocking Goyat, and it went viral on social media. Michael Benson posted a clip of the scuffle on his Twitter X page, and it invited some interesting comments. One user said, "I speak for all boxing fans when I say nobody cares about Jake Paul the clown." Another commented, "Never heard of the guy, but Jake sleeps him in round 1. One user brought up J-fellow boxer Amanda Serrano in the discussion and said, "Amanda doesn't know if this is a skit or not." Another wrote, Amanda thinking, "I'm only doing this for you, Jake. This is lame AF." Another user commented, "Super lightweight 5'7". The only time he fought a boxer, same height and weight, same record and equal he lost. And Tommy isn't even that good. My beautiful sport man. It's now being reported that Jake and Neeraj Goyat could fight it out in an exhibition bout in India, which is huge for the sport in the country. But how would a fight between the two go? The potential showdown between Jake Paul and Neeraj Goyat presents an intriguing matchup that has captivated the attention of the boxing community. Both fighters come from vastly different backgrounds, each bringing their unique strengths and experiences into the ring. This fight their boxing philosophies and training methodologies. Jake Paul, despite his unconventional path to professional boxing, has quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with. His transition from a social media personality to a professional boxer has been met with skepticism, but through hard work and dedication, Paul has managed to silence many of his critics. With one loss in his pro boxing record against Tommy Fury and victories over athletes and former professional fighters, Paul has demonstrated an aggressive fighting style complemented by powerful punches that have caught many by surprise. His ability to adapt and learn quickly has been a key factor in his success, showing a level of athleticism and commitment that is essential for a professional boxer. Neeraj Goyat, on the other hand, brings a wealth of traditional boxing experience to the table. With a career that spans several professional bouts, Goyat is a seasoned fighter known for his technical skills and resilience. His background in professional boxing has provided him with a solid foundation, allowing him to develop a versatile fighting style that adapts to different opponents. Goyat's experience against a diverse range of fighters gives him a tactical edge, potentially enabling him to exploit the gaps in Paul's boxing technique, which is still evolving given Paul's relatively recent entry into the sport. The matchup between Paul and Goyat would be a fascinating study in contrasts. Paul's aggressive approach and knockout power would be pitted against Goyat's technical proficiency and ring IQ. The fight would likely hinge on whether Paul can land his powerful shots early and disrupt Goyat's rhythm, or if Goyat can use his experience to outmaneuver Paul, taking the fight into the later rounds where his technical skills could shine. Despite their respective strengths, the physical differences between the two fighters could play a decisive role in the outcome of the match. Jake Paul has a notable size and strength advantage, which he has effectively used to overpower his previous opponents. His ability to deliver powerful punches from various angles could pose a significant challenge for Goyat, who, while technically proficient, may struggle to withstand the sheer force of Paul's attacks. Paul has 5 wins via knockout in his grand total of 8 victories in a pro boxing career that spans 9 fights, so it isn't difficult to see why Paul wins this fight easily. While both Jake Paul and Neeraj Goyat lack the extensive experience of long-time professional boxers, their potential matchup promises to be a compelling and competitive fight. Each fighter brings a unique set of skills and attributes to the ring, making the outcome difficult to predict. However, considering the physical differences between the two, including Paul's size, strength, and power, it is plausible to suggest that Jake Paul would have the edge in a fight against Neeraj Goyat. This physical advantage, coupled with his aggressive style and ability to land significant strikes, could ultimately lead to Paul securing a victory in this intriguing clash of styles and backgrounds. Jake Paul could challenge Neeraj Goyat to a boxing bout in India to popularize the sport. However, he has plenty of potential contenders, one of them being the NFL wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. The Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill is contemplating picking up boxing after he retires from the NFL, and he wants to kick off his boxing career by facing Paul. Speaking of Hill, he has finished his 2nd season with the Miami Dolphins. He was arguably the best receiver in the NFL last season. Hill ended the year with 19 receptions for 1,799 yards and 13 touchdowns in 16 games. It was a dominant year for Hill, who was in his 2nd year with Miami after being traded by Kansas City. It was a win-win situation for both teams. I think that was a trade that worked out well for both parties, Chiefs owner Clark Hunt said via KSHB 41. Obviously, Tyreek's an incredible player and has done very well in his time with the Dolphins, but I also think it benefited the Chiefs. The draft compensation that we received, a lot of that draft capital was used to improve our defense, and I think this year we're seeing that it did indeed work out well. We've got a number of really talented young defensive players, many of whom were part of that trade. In his first season with the Dolphins, Hill played in all 17 games, recording 119 receptions for 1,710 yards and 7 touchdowns. Miami acquired Hill from the Chiefs for a 2022 first-round pick, a 2022 second-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, and a 2023 sixth-round pick. Following the trade, the WR signed a 4-year, $120 million extension. Hill has plenty to offer in the NFL, so it is unlikely that he'll make his boxing debut anytime soon. However, he recently took a dig at the problem child during a recent podcast where he said he wants to box Paul as he doesn't think the problem child is perfect. He said, "Just take it to the cage, bro," Hill said. "That's why I want to meet Dana White. I want to get in the cage. I want to get in the cage or I want to box. I don't know, I think my first fight needs to be like Jake Paul or something like that. Yeah, bro, I don't think he's tough. I grew up boxing."
I think my first fight need to be like Jake Paul or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
You could. I don't know. He might. He's getting. Is he as tough as he looks?
I don't think so, bro.
Could you have hands?
Yes, bro.
Hill also quoted Paul's post on Twitter, now X. So plenty of contenders want to fight Jake Paul. However, there is one fight everyone wants to see. We're talking about Jake Paul versus KSI. The boxing match between Jake Paul and KSI is one of the most highly anticipated bouts that fans are eager to witness. Yet, to the disappointment of many, it has not materialized. Both internet personalities turned boxers have carved out unique paths in the world of boxing, garnering significant attention and following due to their fame outside the ring. Their potential matchup is seen not just as a fight, but as a culmination of a rivalry that spans across their online personas and their ventures into professional boxing. KSI, whose real name is Olajide Olayinka Williams JJ Olatunji, is a British internet personality, rapper, and boxer who first gained fame through his YouTube channel. Like Jake Paul, KSI transitioned into boxing, initially participating in amateur white-collar boxing matches before moving on to professional fights. His boxing career is marked by a notable victory against Logan Paul, Jake Paul's older brother, a potential fight against Jake Paul even more compelling for fans and followers of both personalities. Despite the anticipation, fans have yet to see KSI and Jake Paul face off in the ring. One reason for this is the trajectory of their boxing careers. While Jake Paul has taken on and defeated several opponents, including former professional athletes, KSI has not fought any big names in the boxing world since his victory over Logan Paul. This discrepancy in their boxing resumes adds an element of unpredictability and intrigue to their potential matchup. Adding to the narrative is the fact that both KSI and Jake Paul have faced Tommy Fury, half-brother of heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, in the ring. Both internet stars suffered defeats against Tommy Fury, showcasing the challenges they face when stepping up against seasoned boxers with extensive amateur backgrounds and professional experience. These losses, particularly against a common opponent like Fury, highlight the gaps in their boxing skills and experience, but also underscore their willingness to take on tough challenges. The fight between Jake Paul and KSI is not just about settling a rivalry, it's about proving who has made the most of their foray into professional boxing. Fans are drawn to the storyline, the personalities involved, and the sheer spectacle that such a fight would offer. Despite their losses to Tommy Fury, both fighters have shown resilience and a commitment to improving their boxing abilities. As both continue to train and evolve as boxers, the anticipation for this matchup only grows, leaving fans hopeful that they will eventually get to witness this highly awaited bout. As for the Jake Paul versus Neeraj Goyat fight, this is a great fight for Jake Paul to market his brand in an emerging market in India. It, however, remains to be seen if we'll get to see these two fight by the end of this year. But we'd love to hear from you. Do you want to see this fight happen? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.